Can I also ask you, Minister, in relation to the 2,820 students who are going to sit a written exam this November, who unfortunately couldn't sit their exam last June, what specific resources are being made available for those particular students to assist them and ensure that they reach their full potential in that written exam? Are the resources being made available from their old schools or from the Department of Education to assist them in preparation for that exam?
Thank you, Deputy. You're quite correct. Over 2,800 students have registered to take the exams in November. It is important that that option was made available to students, and students will also have the opportunity, when they have completed those exams, to take whichever of the grades that suits them best or advantages them best, whether it's the calculated grade that they would have received or whether it is the final grade that they will get through the written exam. The exams are being scheduled at times to best meet the needs of the students, in that they're taking place in evenings and over weekends. Again, that's an accommodation for students, recognising that they have moved on perhaps and are doing other things, and a recognition that it's important that they would be accommodated in making the times most appropriate. Measures are also being put in place to ensure that these exams will take place locally within their schools, a setting that they're familiar with, and all financial resources and supports that are required by the schools are being put in place for the benefit of the schools to allow them to do that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Question.
They're being accommodated in their schools.
Absolutely, yes. Accommodation, but in terms of resourcing to assist them in preparing for the exam. I'm not talking about the physical accommodation. You know, tutorials, assistance. They haven't sat in a classroom since last March.
But the time is up.
And I mean, I believe there's no assistance being given to students who are undertaking these exams. You didn't reply to Deputy Naughton when he asked this. But I've asked a PQ on this before, and I've been told there's absolutely no assistance given, even though the students have been out of school since March.
What direct supports will be provided to students to prepare them for these exams, considering they've been out of school since last March? I think it's a very basic request.
In relation to the exams in November of this year, as you will appreciate, the students, as you have already outlined, have left school. It is not possible for the schools to re-engage with those students. But the mechanism in the interests of the students, that they would have the opportunity to choose between the calculated grades process or the Leaving Certificate process, the November exams were put in place, and that was part of the original agreement when that was made in May time. So that's the process going forward.